What is going on, Hustle Nation? Welcome back to another wholesaling episode, guys. This has been such a crazy series, and I'm only on the second episode. It's just been so crazy starting to learn all this stuff about real estate, how all this stuff is going to work, all the little fine details I had never thought about. They're all starting to come together now, guys. This is hard, though. Let me just warn you right now. This is really hard, guys. Now, in the last episode, we did all the driving for dollars, right? And driving for dollars is great and all, except then you gotta cold call those, the homeowners. And not all those people are looking to buy a home. One, because who wants to sell their home in particular during this crazy market right now? Because, yeah, sure, you could probably just sell your home and get some great money, but now you have to go fight to buy another home. And it's just such a mess in the market right now. So it's really hard to cold call people like that. So what I am trying to do right now, guys, is find on-market deals. These are deals that are on market that I can try and wholesale. Now, I'm going to try and do this in Utah, in my area for now. If I can't really get any in Utah, I will try and do out-of-state areas, maybe somewhere in the Midwest, or just any other out-of-state area, guys, and just keep going until I can get a hold on it and start getting things moving and the wheels churning. So let's go ahead and jump into my computer now, and let's look at what we got going on. Alright, guys, so I'm using Redfin right now. You can use whatever you want. I particularly like to use Redfin over like Zillow or I can't remember the other ones right now. I'm blanking, but all the other ones, just because I think Redfin just flows a little bit better than the other ones do. Anyway, so let's jump into this. So as you see here, I'm on Redfin right now, and in my search thing, I just have Salt Lake County. Now, you'll notice there's only a few houses up for sale, and that's because I'm using filters right now. So the filters I'm using is just house, multifamily, and then right here, I have fixer-uppers only. Now, I don't really know how Redfin actually determines what a fixer-upper is. I don't know how their algorithm determines that. It's not always correct, as I'll show you right here really quick, guys. Like, it's showing me like new construction right here, right? Now, obviously, new construction is not a fixer-upper. However, it does show you some other fixer-uppers that are actually fixer-uppers. Like this one right here. It's obviously pretty dirty looking and needs definitely a lot of rehab. Anyways, though, guys, so let's go ahead and dive in. And I'll be honest, I have already tried to film this video right now like two other times. And for some reason, every time something has been messed up and not working at all. So hopefully this one is the one. So I kind of already know the numbers, so I'm kind of going to move a little bit fast through this. Anyways, so guys, yeah, so we're looking at fixer-uppers only. This is one of the houses that I caught my eye. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and just jump right into this first one here. So what I always like to do first, guys, is I always like to take a look at the price, obviously, the bed, bath, and square foot. So we're at $474 now, 3.2, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,900 square feet. And let's see what the description says. So we're on a flag lot. They say they say home needs a little TLC and a roof allowance of $13,000, which means basically take $13,000 off of that, or the seller is going to give you back $13,000 at the end, so that way you can do your roof. So that means that we already know we have to redo the roof, and $13,000 does not seem like a lot to redo the roof. Maybe it's not that much roof, or maybe, I don't know. We'll see, though. So let's go ahead and take a look through these pictures now. So we got the garage right here. We've got the house. Looks like this used to be a garage right here. These big sliding glass doors. Looks like they probably closed that in or something. That's kind of what it looks like. The outside doesn't look too bad. It got vinyl siding. The roof definitely looks a little bit worn. Really nice big garage, though. Then we got this in here. It's a little bit dated. Definitely a lot of tile, a lot of tile that has to be ripped up. That's one thing to make sure to take note of, guys, when you're looking through these, is what kind of demo work needs to be done. Because if you're going to be hiring this out, the demo work is going to be really expensive. So we got a lot of tile that needs to be ripped up, a lot of hardwood floor, a lot of paneling, this weird like stone stuff most likely. Now this is if we're going to be flipping it, right? Doesn't look like too old of a water heater, though. Pretty small bedroom, but yeah, a lot of light fixtures, flooring. This is definitely like your grandma's looking bathroom in here, guys. It's pretty dated. Has those old like metal windows. You probably need new windows as well. Same thing here, more wood paneling on the walls. Okay, guys, this is definitely your grandma's bathroom. Take a look at this. The like jade green toilet, the sink, and like you already know, guys, The tile in this bathroom is definitely like a nice jade green because you can kind of see it behind the glass. So yeah, definitely needs a lot of work. I don't know, they said a little TLC. I don't know about that. This kitchen definitely needs to just be completely redone. These cabinets might be savable, just paint them, but new lights, new appliances, new sink. Obviously, you're gonna need to put a fridge in there, most likely. Yeah, so the kitchen's probably gonna be one of your bigger expenses. Then the bathrooms are gonna be another big one. Now this has a lot of open room, guys, and to me, I think you could probably add in another bedroom here, because this just looks. It looks like you just have way too much open room. It's a 3-2 right now. I think you could probably get away with a 4-3. That's just me though. I'm just saying that. I'm not really sure because I can't really see the actual layout of the house yet. So let's see what else we know. The price was just lowered by $5,000. It's been on the MLS or Redfin at least for 42 days. So it's been on the market for quite a while, especially compared to like the Utah market, guys. That is a really long time. So we're at $250 a square foot. Now, a quick and dirty way, guys, to get your ARV, which is your after repaired value. That's what a flipper is going to care about, and an investor is going to care about. So yeah, it's a quick and dirty way to figure out your ARV, like I was saying, is you just come down here. You go to your price per square foot. Your median price per square foot in that area is about $280. So you're going to come back up here then, and your calculator is going to go 280 times 1,900 square feet. And that gives us a value of $532,000. That's a quick and dirty ARV. Now with the market, that could go a lot higher than that. It could not. It kind of is what it is. Now we do have to take in consideration, however, that this property does not have frontage. Well, frontage means it does not have any views from the street. Some people might like that because it's a privacy thing, but that definitely can affect the value of the home in a negative way, because that means it's just people like houses also for the curb appeal. People like being right on the neighborhood street. This one is not like that. It's kind of secluded. Some people might like that. For a lot of people, that could be a good turnoff. So we're at around $532,000 for ARV. Now, a better way to find ARV besides just doing that, guys, that's just a really quick and dirty way to do that, is find sold listings in the area. So we'll go back here. We'll click on the little map. We'll find out what area we're in. So we're kind of in this like Mill Creek area here. It's a really nice part of Salt Lake City. A lot of people love that area. We'll go back here and we'll kind of zoom into this Mill Creek area. As you see, the same kind of spot right here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to try and compare the, our square foot. So we're 3-2 at 1,900 square feet. Yep, 3-2 at 1,900 square feet. We're going to go ahead and look for other houses at that same similar square feet and same 3-2 setup, or 4-3 or whatever, to try and see what our house could sell for. Now guys, let's not forget though, Redfin does not have the actual sell price of the house. They could have sold for way over this list price or a little bit under the list price. A good way to tell if it probably sold for over the list price is how long it was on Redfin before it sold. So as you see here, this one was only on Redfin for 14 days and it sold for $560,000. So we can probably assume that it probably sold for a little bit north of $560,000. There's a really good chance it did. Now this one actually sold for $343 a square foot, and it does not even look that updated on the inside at all. So guys, if our house could sell right around $343 a square foot times 1,900, that brings us up to $651,000, guys. Now that, I don't know if that's realistic. The layout of this house looks a bit better than ours right now, to be honest. But let's go ahead and keep looking though. So that's $343 a square foot. That might be a little bit of an outlier. That's pretty high. So we're going to keep looking here. So we see a 4-2 that is 2,100 square feet, sold for around $260 a square foot. I say that's a pretty good comp. Another one here, another 3-2, kind of close to our square foot, $275 a square foot. Another one, $253. Another one for $341,000. Or $341 a square foot, sorry about that. So yeah, we definitely got a few different comps here to go off. So I'd say that we're probably right in the ballpark around $270 to $280 a square foot. So yeah, if we're at $280 times our 1,900, what did that put us at? That put us at $532,000 a square foot, or $532,000 for our ARV. I'd say that's actually pretty close on. Also taking into consideration that our property has no frontage, I think that is pretty close actually. Now, in this market, with how crazy things are, I could see that going for a little bit higher, depending on how well, the property is rehabbed, right? So now let's go ahead on that note. Let's talk about rehab, right? Because this is a big question. A lot of people don't really know how to estimate your rehab costs. Well, there's a few ways to do that, guys. One good way to know how to do it is read a book like this: Buy, Rehab, Rent, Refinance, Repeat. This is a really, really good book by David Green. He's one of the co-hosts of Bigger Pockets, and he kind of walks you through in that book how to estimate rehab costs effectively and pretty close. Now, this is something you're going to get better on as you actually start doing this and, working numbers. You're going to get a lot better at this. So just looking through this, guys, I have been practicing quite a bit, and I would say that if someone wants to DIY this work, it's probably going to run you about $25,000 to $30,000 between all the new, flooring you're going to need, your kitchen, your paint, appliances, all that, your bathroom remodels, all the tile, and all that good stuff you're going to need, right? I probably put that DOI around $25,000 to $30,000. Now, if you were to hire this out, labor is pretty expensive right now. So you're probably looking at anywhere from $60,000 to $70,000 in rehab if you're to hire that out. Now, guys, another good way to estimate rehab costs is just do this. Go to Google, type up how much is painting per square foot. That's going to give you a really, really good idea, right? And if you know you got to repaint a whole 1,900 square foot house, right? 1,900 times, what does it say? Falls between 150 and 350 per square foot. Let's go ahead and just say 275. Right, that puts you around 5,225, probably more like 5,500 or 6,000 after taxes, after other things. I always like to add a little bit more in there just because things happen. So that puts you right around there, and you could just go over and just keep doing that, right? And how much does it cost to install LVP, which is just luxury vinyl plank? Or how much does it cost to install tile? Or how much, X, Y, and Z, right? You go through and you just do that kind of stuff, guys. That's going to give you really good estimates and help you nail down those numbers a lot quicker and a lot faster if you can't just look at a property right off the bat and kind of tell how much work it's going to need. All right, so we know this probably needs about $25,000 to $30,000 in DIY repair. So let's say if we're trying to go after a DIYer, so they're listed at $474,500. We know that our ARV is probably $532,000, guys. Now, a lot of flippers, guys, want to be in around what's called the 70% rule. It's between 70 and 80% rule, really. But between 70 and 80%, they want to be all in. That means what we need to do is take our ARV, which is 532,000, times that by 71%, whatever. By 71%, that puts us at $377,720. And they also want to be in a 70% less repairs. So let's say that they're going to be DIYing this, right? I don't know why that did that, but let's say they're going to be DIYing this, right? So we're at $370,000 minus our, let's say the DIY was, let's put on the high end at $30,000, right? That means that they want to be all in at $347,000. And let's say I want to make a $5,000 wholesale fee off of it. That means I have to get this deal at $342,000. Now, they are listed at $474,000. So how likely is it that we're going to get this deal? Probably not, guys. They are listed way, way, way too high, I think at least for someone to come in and want to flip this, because a flipper is going to want to make some money, guys. Now, I have been talking to some other investors in my area, and a lot of them say just because right now the market is so competitive, that a lot of them, if it's like a more smaller flip, like this one is mostly just cosmetic, right? It's not too much nasty stuff going on, but a lot of them say, for a smaller flip, I'm just looking to make around $25,000, right? And they're not always following that 70% rule because that's so hard to meet in today's market. So let's say, again, our ARV is $532,000, and the flipper wants to make $25,000 off of this, right? So let's say we minus off our $25,000. That puts us at $507,000, guys, and let's minus off those $30,000 in repairs. And again, this is a DIY, right, for a DIYer. So we minus off those $30,000 repairs. That puts us at $477,000. And let's say I want to make a $5,000 fee off of this. So that puts us at $472,000, guys, which puts us a lot closer, right, to a reasonable price. All right, guys, now another thing to factor in is that there are going to be closing costs, which is going to be right around 6 to 3%, depending on your area. I always like to just say, it's going to be 6% because sometimes the seller has to carry, the closing fees on both sides. So again, let's go ahead and say our ARV was $532,000 times 6% is $31,000 in closing costs. So where were we at, guys? We were at like $472,000, right? $472,000 minus that $30,000 puts us right around $442,000, guys, for this to really make sense. So that puts us a little bit closer to the list price. Still not where I want to be. I would probably want to be right down that by that like $400,000 or below, to make sure that I can move this deal quickly. So there's a good chance this probably won't work. I will go ahead and put in an offer, guys, because the truth is, this is just a numbers game, right? You're just playing your cards every single time, because you're going to put in a lot of offers, and not all of them are going to get accepted, but the ones that do get accepted, they're going to pay off big, guys. And just realize that a lot of your offers most likely aren't going to be accepted. However, if they are, great, and you move forward, right? So as you see here, this is how I find the listing agent. Now, guys, this is really important. You have to contact the listing agent. Do not go down here on Redfin where like it tells you can contact like, you know, Daniel here, an agent. Don't do that. You're going to waste so much time, especially if the house was just listed and you know it's going to be a hot listing. You got to act fast, especially in this market. So one thing to do, guys, is you come right here, you see who it's listed by. So you're going to go ahead and just highlight that name, copy it, go over to a new tab, run a Google search for it, and boom, it's going to pull her up right here, guys. And that's the quick and easy way to find a listing agent. And you want to call her number or text her number or his number, whatever. Text their number or call them as soon as you can and start getting details about that property, guys. Now, I went ahead and contacted these guys. I sent them a text to see if it was even the right number. They replied. I'm supposed to get on a call with them at some point, hopefully soon. And I'm just going to put in my offer, you know, probably around, you know, the $370,000 mark that we had already talked about. And because I think they're way too high. Anyways, though, so let's go ahead and take a look at another one really quick. So this is another fixer up here. Let's go ahead and look through the pictures. Or first, we got $500,000. It's a 3-bed, 1.5 bath, 2,000 square feet. Just looking at that, again, guys, we only have 1.5 baths in here. This could probably easily be a 4.2 or a 4.3. Our description here, right here at the bottom, I'm just looking for keywords, guys. Perfect for investor, flip, or owner that wants some sweat equity. So go ahead and we'll look through these pictures, and right off the bat, guys, we know we're going to have to do a lot of work here. New doors, new carpet, new paint, light fixtures. These kitchen cabinets don't look too bad. They might just be able to be painted. I'm not sure. If we're doing a more high-end flip, they're probably just going to have to be replaced. Definitely new appliances, guys. I don't even know what this is. If you guys know what this little yellow thing right here is, make sure, comment down below, let me know, because I have never seen this before. Is this like a stove or an oven or something? Because I know this is like an oven stove here, but I have no idea what that is. Anyways, let's keep going. So we know we need floors everywhere. Yikes. Lots of wallpaper removal and drywall repair probably from the wallpaper. More painting and floors. Bathroom gut. That whole thing needs to be redone. Closets and bedrooms. This basement looks really scary already. New flooring. It's got these like weird like drop ceilings in this room for some reason. Okay, this bathroom literally looks like a bathroom you would find at like one of those like sketchy parks. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to knock whoever lived here, but come on, guys. You know what I mean? There's like sketchy parks where you've been into, and you go into like the public restroom and it looks like this, and you're absolutely terrified trying to go to the bathroom. That was what that bathroom was. Another weird basement area here, and we got like this weird like operating table or something. Listen, I'm not going to say someone was probably slaughtered or killed or a murderer lived here, but I'm just saying. Let's see, we got more wood paneling here. The outside actually isn't that bad, like the brick. Like, it's a good looking home, right? It could probably be painted and be fine. Got a nice big detached garage here. A lot of yard space, though. A lot of yard space. Needs a lot of landscaping, but it has a lot of yard space. So looking at this, guys, again, because I have been practicing for a while, this probably, if you were to DIY this probably needs around $70,000 in repairs, $60,000 to $70,000 between electrical, plumbing, cabinets, kitchen, bedrooms, and all that good stuff. You're probably looking at around $60,000 to $75,000. If you were to hire this out, guys, you're probably looking at about $120,000, $130,000. So let's go ahead and run some quick numbers. So we're at $260 a square foot for the area. So that's actually not too promising, considering that right now we're listed at $250 a square foot and the average is $260. So that would literally only give us $520,000. Now that's not great. Now, however, what I did have a chance to do is I actually already have talked to this listing agent, and I reached out to them and they talked to me and we talked for a little while. He told me about the property. I really don't know if it's going to move at this price. I think that's way too high still. I need to put in my offer, just throw in my cash offer and just let it be what it is and just see what happens from there. However, after looking at this one and I asked the agent to send me comps. That's one thing you can do, guys. Ask the listing agent if they can send you comps for the area, because when you get comps, it gives you a much more accurate listing price or ARV price. So he sent me a few comps and they came back around $643,000 actually for the area, because this is a really, really nice area again in Utah. It's up towards like Sugar House Park, and if you're from Utah, you know that's a really nice area. Sugar House, Mill Creek area, kind of up there close to the mountains. A really high sought out. It's a really desirable area, pretty sought out after. Anyways, yeah, so I had the agent send me a few comps, guys. I went over them. That puts us right around $643,000. Now, even that though, guys, a flipper, after talking to a few investors and flippers, guys, one thing they told me is if a property is this beat up, it's going to need a lot of work, which means they're going to want to make a lot more money. So for example, I actually asked one of my investor friends about this house. He said probably I would want to make at least $100,000 on this one. So that means this house would either have to sell way north of $700,000 or get acquired way lower than $500,000. Now let's just go ahead and say, just for the sake of this video, let's say we do a high-end flip here and we get an ARV of $700,000 after this. Now let's go ahead and we want to be at 70% of the value. That puts us at $490,000, guys, just off of that. Now let's say that we want to hire out, I don't know why that does that. Let's say we want to hire out to do this, guys, and I told you it's probably going to be around $120,000 in repairs hired out. That puts us at $370,000, guys. That is not looking good. We are so far off this list price right now. We're already almost $200,000 below. And let's say I want to make a $10,000 wholesale fee off of this. We're at $360,000. And then when we factor in our closing costs, commission, and all that, we're going to go ahead and just take off another $35,000, which puts us at $325,000 where we would have to get this. Now, obviously, guys, that is literally almost $200,000 less than the list price. So this is listed way high right now. Honestly, it probably wouldn't get accepted if we put in an offer, but I'm going to go ahead and throw in an offer just because, for the sake of it. Like I said, it's just a numbers game, guys. You just got to keep on doing this, and one of these times you're going to get one. So guys, yeah, that's a really quick and dirty way to do this. That's how I've been doing it, looking for properties. That's how I run my numbers on them. I'm going to go over more in the next video of me actually making the offers, my offer sheet, how I negotiate or trying to at least talk with the agent. I'm going to put in the calls and everything. Let's go ahead and hit this outro. Thanks for tuning in to this week's wholesaling series, guys. It's been a real one. I'll be honest, it was hard to try and do this, like sit down and actually doing this stuff, guys. It's really hard because it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work, and it's just really hard when you're trying to get down with something like new, right? It's like really discouraging. It's really hard when you're trying to like put in offers or talk to agents and you're just getting shot down, or you start to get into your own head. But guys, honestly, don't let yourself get into your own head, guys. There's a really good quote here. We'll finish off the video with the motivational quote for Hustle Nation here. The quote says, and I can't remember who it's by. If you know who this is by, put it down in the comments below for me. But it says, you could be good today, instead you choose tomorrow. Let that sink in, Hustle Nation. You could be good today, but yet you choose tomorrow, guys. That's a quote that I ended up reading. I need to put that on like a poster, throw it on my wall or something, guys, or on like a t-shirt for me or something. But that is such a good quote, guys. Like, don't let yourself get held back because you don't know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing either, guys. I'm right here with you. Take this journey with me, Hustle Nation. If you want to be a part of the Hustle Nation with me, take this journey with me. Let's start wholesaling together. We can start bouncing tips off each other. DM me on Instagram, guys. If you don't already, follow me over on Instagram. I'm going to start posting about this wholesaling stuff on Instagram. Follow me over at Caden Tyree on Instagram. I'm going to link that down in the description below. Also, we have a new YouTube channel. It's called Money Growth Academy Investing. We started another investing channel where we just talk about investing, guys, and I'm gonna start dropping some videos over there as well. Maybe doing some risky option trading. I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. If you want to see some option trading challenges, let me know down below. Anyways, though, guys, thanks for watching today's video. It's been a real one. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification for me so you can stay up to date on these wholesaling series, guys. Because once we start to get going, guys, I got a feeling we're going to start blowing things out of the water. So make sure to hit that notification button, guys. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know what else you want to see. And you know, Hustle Nation, choose today, not tomorrow. So I'll see you in the next one.